So one of the common questions that I get when I teach someone a new expression is they ask, hey, that's great, but is that a common expression? Do people really use that all that often? So something that I like to do when I learn a new expression in another language is I like to take that expression and punch it into Twitter and try to find out what people are saying in the most relevant context, the most contemporary context with the expression. And that's really nice because it's essentially, what we would hope are real people using that expression in a very contemporary context. So they're using it how they would use it on a daily basis, and they're not using it with the intention of teaching English, so it's probably even a little more natural. Okay, so let me just give you an example here to tie everything together and show you what I mean. So I go into Twitter and I check out an expression. The expression in this example is going to be at the end of the day. So at the end of the day is an expression that we commonly use to conclude our thoughts. And right here, my first result gives us a real nice example. We all have different opinions and beliefs, but at the end of the day, we are only going to be able to save lives by working together. Whereas if I put this into Google, this expression pulls up mainly a definition, and most of the results are going to be definitions of the expression, which can only get you so far in your understanding of an expression without seeing it used practically. Again, let's just look at another example. Here on Twitter, I'm searching the expression, thanks, but no thanks. And I get several results. I see that these tweets are pretty recent, within the last 24 hours. There's several of them, so that gives me a good idea that this expression is pretty common, right? And again, if I go ahead and search that on Google, I'm mainly going to get definitions for my results instead of actual examples. That's, 12 examples that'll show you real quick of how you can use that expression in a sentence. I find that to be one of the best ways to use it, because if you search, say, on Google or whatever search engine you like to use, you're probably going to see websites that give you lists of expressions, and they're not really going to be a sort of dialogue like what you get with Twitter. So that's a useful way to use Twitter to learn a language. Unfortunately, people like to use Twitter for a lot of hatred and negative thoughts and comments, so you'll probably, unfortunately, encounter a lot of negativity or maybe a lot of political material on there, but it still will give you, from an educational standpoint, a really nice way to see how to use the expression in a sentence. So I hope that little tip's helpful and that you use it when you are studying English. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, it's going to be some more English expressions you can check out here. Definitely subscribe if you would like to learn some more English expressions. And go ahead and check me out on Instagram there at Learn English Expressions.